John. This is KG6USS 831 over here in Phelan, the high desert. How you copy? Yeah, roger. Yeah, you're booming in here in my little shack in the high desert. So, all right, we'll back out and let anybody else want to try you there. KG6USS 831, KE6SEH, KG73. Stand by, Ed. Back to the flat side, back to the vertical. Hey, Dale. Boy, you sound like you know what. Anyway, yeah, we picked up John out there, so I got him to like that. Yeah, no problem. I got 909. Well, we'll try them. And we're going to go ahead and start calling out here. And thanks for checking in, Ed. We got you on the log there. This is KG6USS Bozo 831 up here in the high desert looking for check-ins. Check-ins for the Sunday night Bozo Net. Okay, I got 1184. Is that Roger? Gotcha. On the log there. How you doing tonight? Well, they have the different nets here. We got the Bozo Net on Wednesday night, obviously, on the same frequency. And in the 432, after, let's see, I got to think about this. I don't have it written down. I think that's on Thursday night, 432, 120. To the Bozo Net, and before the Bozo Net starts on Sunday, I think it's 3920 there, Tommy. That's 3920. Copy that. What's your QTH? Oh, okay. Very well. Hey, thanks for checking in. Do appreciate it. I got you about a 5-5 contact there. Your signal is just very it's not blowing my doors off or anything there, right? Hey, it's working. You're coming in here loud and clear, okay? All right, 1182, I think I heard out there. Is that right? There we go. Okay, got it that time. Hey, you're down there in the valley there. I'm sure Bill probably was hearing you there. But yeah, I got you up here in the high desert. Not a great copy, but I got you there. Copy? Okay. Yeah, I got about a 1-1 copy on you, but yeah, I got you on the log there. 1102. Thanks for checking in. It's KG6USS, Bozo 831 up here in the high desert looking for check-in seconds for the spring night Bozo Net. If you're not a Bozo, you've got a call sign. You can give us your call sign and get your number and make you a Bozo crowd. KG6USS, Bozo 831 up here in the high desert.
Sounding good. 1237 AJ6PD.
Oh, good evening, Tony. Good to hear you. Alpha Juliet 6, Papa Delta. 1237. We got you. Good evening. Good evening. How are you? How was your weekend?
T6BBG 971. You got a real good single tonight. Sounding real good.
Okay, very good. I hear you, Dave. 971. How's Dave doing tonight?
Oh, Dave's just fine. Enjoying a nice, gloomy day.
Yeah, it was kind of a funny day. It was overcast, sort of. We had weak sunlight from time to time, and but it was pretty warm out. Seemed to be hanging around the 70 mark. We got the 432 system fixed. We found out what the problem was. We had a shield on the big coax. The shield of the coax, the corrugated copper shield, had come loose from the connector. So I had a connection, but only on the. Okay, what's that? Well, I got an alarm here, guys. Hang on.
All right, this is Bozo 831, KG6USS, back to net control. I know.
Well, I was experimenting with my phone just before we came out here, and I said I'm going to set the alarm for 7:30, but I was trying to get it to set to 7:30 a.m., but my phone assistant Siri set it for 7:30 p.m. So that's what just went off here. Kind of weird sounding. Go ahead.
Charlie Echo Fox 982.
1184.
I got your 982, Daryl. How are you doing in all?
Well, we're doing okay. I got to send the wife up to Napa for a couple of weeks to take care of her dad. So it's going to be me and the dogs and cats for a while.
Oh boy, I'm only gonna have to put up with you for a whole net, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. A couple of weeks all by myself. I'll probably starve to death.
Well, not likely. You know what cans of beans look like, don't you?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm perfectly capable of cooking for myself. We went out and stocked me up with groceries today, so I'm ready. She's gonna leave in the morning.
You got a whole bunch of lean cuisines, huh?
Yeah, we got some of that and some pot pies and just this and that. And a couple pounds of hamburger.
Okay. Very good. Well, I'm glad you're all set up for the next 2 weeks, and you might even want to join us in the morning on 40 meters if you've got a 40-meter antenna. If you're in the extra class, we're on 7137 every morning. They call it a net, and I call it, but I don't call it a net. It's just a gathering.
Well, I did join you there one time, but I am still just a general, so I can't go there.
You can listen, but you can't talk, huh?
I guess, yeah. Well, if I talk, who's gonna say anything?
There you go. Well, I'll just say, hi, Robert. How are you?
There you go.
KJ6TY1009.
Hey, there he is. Hi, and you're sounding a lot better. Have you gotten rid of your Celebrex?
No, it's still there, but I mean, it's going away. So it's probably done leaking fluid, so it is scabbing up and peeling off. So went to the doctor. He told me to get out and walk. I could walk. I could clean house, the wife says. So anyway.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm glad it's finally clearing up. Boy, that took a good week and a half to get through you. Sounds like you're not quite done yet. But you got some new skin anyway, huh?
Yeah, doctor says I got to get at least a couple, 2, 3 more layers before I could put a boot on. So, yeah, I've been off since the first part of February. So, it's looking like I won't be able to go back till around May, 1st of May.
Up to 99, anybody over on that side there, copy KG6USS 831.
Yeah, we are here, and we are here, John, and we hear you, Larry. Larry, could you stick around for a couple of minutes and try to rotate the antenna down to about 150, 155, and maybe you can hear the boys in L.A. there, W6OWL 719, and KG6USS 831. This is K6MYC Bozo 47. John, good evening.
Yeah, hi, Mike. I do have you coming in here. Interesting. I'm pointed a little bit northwest, and I'm hearing you better on the side than I am pointed at you there. Copy?
Yeah, you're sounding good. It's strong enough. It's got a little warble, a little flutter on it, but it's not bad. So I haven't heard anybody else in here that can hear you, but let's take a standby. Who else is hearing John down there in the high desert? KG6. Uniform sugar. I don't hear Rob in here yet. Rob should be here.
KK6ZKE 704.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's a latecomer.
KE6DON 1040.
How about it? Anybody out there on the Central Valley? KG6USS up here in the high desert looking for check-ins.
KG6USS, K6 Mike Italy 711.
Woo, hey Mike, how you doing?
I got you, Terry. Stand by. We'll catch it as soon as we're done with Southern California. I'm sorry, John. I had a double with you just a second there. Go ahead with John, K6MI with KG6USS. Go ahead, John.
KG6USS, Kilo 6 Mike India 711.
Hey, gotcha there, 711. Always a good signal in the high desert tonight. How about it?
Oh, you're very good tonight, and thanks, Mike.
You betcha. By the way, John, you're so strong. You're covering up all the locals here. Over.
Good.
Yeah, I found a sweet spot. Like I say, I'm pointed a little northwest. I'm not pointed right at you guys, and I'm hearing you really, really good.
Well, that's good. Yeah, maybe a sort of a bounce path or something, but it works, and it seems to be very consistent there. So let's see. Anybody else copying KG6USS want to make a call and give him your Bozo number? He's in Southern California. Go ahead, guys.
W6OWL, I'm number 719.
Did you hear that, John?
Yeah, copy the 719. Is that a Roger?
That's correct, 719.
And the call is W6 Old Woolly Lamb OWL. That's Larry.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I got you in there loud and clear, Larry. Thanks for checking in.
The only thing is I'm not an old old woolly lamb. I'm an old woolly lion. Over.
Old woolly lion. Okay, he's an old woolly lion.
I got that. All right, well, that's a good deal. At least you have a brain, right?
Yes, he does. Yes, sir. Good head on him. Good evening, Larry. Good to hear you. Nice strong signal, even though you're pointed out to the LA guys there. Yeah, John comes in really good. He calls the net, and he takes check-ins from up here. We usually get his numbers up almost as good as what we get up here by giving him 30 or 40 of our check-ins. Hi.
Good evening, John. Helps if I grab the right microphone. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo 7432, and KG6 USS. How you doing?
I am doing great, Rob. How about yourself? You sound great. Yeah, big time. Like I'm telling Mike, I'm pointed a little northwest there, and I'm catching you guys a lot better than I was when I was pointing directly at you.
Yep, roger on that. Whatever works, huh? Hey, thanks for being there. Back to net, KM6SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob, and we've got 1200 also. Candy's with you, right?
Yep, QSL.
Okay, we should have some others in here. How about WA6AAJ? Mike, are you in here?
So I guess Brittany took one of them down to the doctor or something. So he got the stream going, but he'll be a little later, I think.
Okay. But let's see. I called a double with you a little bit there. Mike, WA6AAJ, Clovis, are you in here? I don't hear Mike tonight. Anybody else want to work John down there before he departs the program and goes to vertical? K6MYC.
We'll give it a try. KG6 USS, Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta 1230.
All right, well, this is KG6 USS, Bozo 831 out here in the high desert. Looking for check-ins over there in the San Joaquin Valley, up to 99 over in that direction. KG6 USS 831, hello.
Tony, try it again. He doubled with you. Listen up, John, for Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta. He's going to call now. Go ahead, Tony.
Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta 1237 Bozo number. Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta.
Well, he's hearing you, John. You're running 50 watts. He's running 50 watts up here. Maybe you're just not hearing him. You can check in 1237 there, John.
Okay, yeah, I'm not hearing them at all there, Mike, but did hear, you said his call was Alpha Juliet 6 Alpha David?
Alpha Juliet 6 Pacific, Denmark, Police Department.
Alpha Juliet 6 Police Department?
Thanks. Hey, Mike.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tony.
No, I said thanks for the relay.
Yeah, okay. AJ6 Papa Delta, Police Department.
Roger, got it. All right, anybody else want to check in before I swing back over onto the vertical? And Mike, just so you know, we're going to be putting this vertical on my side up about another 10 feet here next couple of months. I'll probably be able to talk to you on the vertical.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take the horizontal down. It makes a big difference for some of the guys here. But PD is copying you good. Tony's copying you pretty good up there. I'm surprised you're not hearing him. You're 100 watts, aren't you, John?
I'm actually about running 2 whiskey.
100, are you at 250 watts?
Roger.
Okay, yeah, well then you got him by 7 dB. Yeah, that may be the problem, and you may have a little more noise than he does. He's up in coarse gold. And a very quiet location, obviously. Tony, I can't remember. What are you using for a Yagi? Is it a little 3-element Yagi? Tony, what's your antenna?
No, it's just my 2-meter antenna is just a diamond vertical there. And, yeah, I'm not, Mike. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. I'm not really pulling John out. I just thought I'd give it a shot, see if I could pull him out, but I wasn't able to pull him out.
you can pull him out. He's got to go vertical. He's horizontally polarized. He's vertical, John, so why don't you give him a quick call when you switch vertical before you turn south, over?
I can do that, Mike. I'll be over on vertical here momentarily. All right. Hey, thanks for all the check-ins, guys. Appreciate it. KG6USS 831 High Desert. We're going to go vertical and see if we can pull Tony out there. 1237. We're on our way.
KB6RQU, Bozo 61.
Blow me down. Stand by just a second, Rick. We've got contact being trying to made vertically polarized there. Tony, why don't you give him a call? His call is KG6 Uniform Sugar. Give him a call, Tony. Over.
All right, we'll do. KG6 Uniform Sugar. Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta.
Over.
Sorry. KG6 US Uniform Sugar. Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta. Over.
Boy, when he went vertical, I'm not even copying him. Go ahead, John. He called you a couple of times. Apparently his vertical and yours are still not connecting. Go ahead, John.
1237 up there in Corsgold. All right, we're back to net control with contact.
Hey, you're checked in down there, but I don't know whether he heard you or not. He's got your number and everything, though, so he's ready for you next time. Next time there, Tony. Over.
All right, roger that. Thank you. Appreciate your patience, AJ6PD, and I'll be clear on your final.
Okay, very good. You don't have to leave. We got two people here. Larry, as long as you're still in here, you still here, Larry? OWL? No, maybe not. I was going to have him hook up with you, Rick. KB6RQU, blow me down. K6MYC, go ahead.
Okay, very good. I was wondering if there was going to be a net tonight. I was sitting on the wrong frequency. Well, that's why I'm a little late here tonight, but how things going with you?
We're doing fine, and you're sounding good up here. You were a lot louder a minute ago. Maybe you moved the antenna or something. Let me shoot it over to Rob and let him say hello to you. Rob, go ahead.
How you doing, Rick? KB6RQU, KM6SR. Good to hear you on there, Rick.
Yeah, KM6SRR, yeah. Good evening. Hope everything's going good with you there.
Yep, you're hitting me really loud here. You got an S9 signal.
Well, at least the transmitter's still working.
Yep, it's working great.
Okay, anybody else want to say hello to old Bozo 61 down there in Lake Isabella? Go ahead, give him a call. KB6RQU, Lake Isabella. Listen up, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. Hey, go ahead, anybody else?
KB6RQU. KB6RQU. K6BBG. How copy?
Yeah, N6SWR. Good evening there. The antenna's not pointed your way, but I'm hearing you just fine. Over.
Roger, you're loud and clear.
Well, you barely get about a 4.
Stand by, Dave. Okay. Good evening to you, Ben. Good to hear you. 247. We've got you logged in here, but let's take one more standby, and we're going to have another station call Rick there. Go ahead again.
We are.
KB6RQU. KB6RQU. K6VBG. How copy?
Back to net control.
Any copy, Rick?
Yeah, I got a light copy on me. I was getting ready to move the antenna.
Okay, he's in course gold. That's Dave. K6 vodka, bourbon, and gin. K6BBG 971. You don't need his Bozo number, but at least maybe you can hear him. Give him a call, Rick, and then he'll come right back to you. Rick, go ahead.
Okay, I think it was K6 Victor Bravo G, I think it was there. Over.
Go ahead, Dave.
Go ahead. This is K6VBG.
I'll give his call so he can get a chance to tune you in a little bit there, Dave. That's KB6RQU. Go ahead, Dave.
KB6. KB6RQU. KB6RQU. K6VBG. How you doing this evening?
Okay, any copy down there, Rick?
Yeah, I copy me. Real light copy. I have no noise here. Not good enough yet to get a grid square out of him, over.
Okay. Want to try and send your grid there, Dave?
DMO7. DMO7. Roger, roger.
I think you said DMO7, over.
He did.
I did. That's the best I've heard you yet this evening.
Give us your grid. Give him your grid, Rich.
Hey, Roger. That's the name of the old tune here. SDM 05, Dog Mike 05. I'm in the Lake Isabella area, over.
Is that DM05? Is that correct, over?
That's Roger.
I didn't hear him that time.
You're up and down, but he got your DMO5, Rick. So good contact. A little marginal, but not bad. Okay, Rick, very good. You got the DMO5. That's a rare one, and DMO5 is hard to get, so it's a good one to have in your log there. K6 Victor Bravo Golf in the group. K6 MYC tagging standbys for any other check-ins. Let me get it back to you, Ben, and we can get Rob to say hello to you there. N6SWR, then up to KM6SRR, K6MYC. Go ahead, Ben.
KB6RQU, KW6S, Charlie Mike 96.
Ben and Bakersfield, DMO5.
How you doing, Ben? N6SWR, KM6SRR. Good to hear you on there. And we'll probably be talking to you again tomorrow night on the Aries Net.
S6 or 7 right now. Very clear. Thank you. N6SWR.
Yeah, good morning, Ben. Good evening, I guess I should say evening. It's morning somewhere, probably over there in Iran. It's morning.
Yeah, but they're eating bullets, so it doesn't matter. You wouldn't like that.
I missed what you said there. What?
They're eating bullets and bombs. You wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't. Okay. I don't know what they have for breakfast over there. But, yeah, they're not probably having a very good breakfast or a very peaceful one. They're listening to the bombs bursting in air. Over.
Roger, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sure it's not pleasant, but they're probably still happy it's happening.
Well, they earned it. They just they can't seem to get their head out of their rear end and think that they're overwhelmed when overpowered and over militarized. They're just about down to their last little cork there. 9 ships sunk today and on and on. All right. See you later, Ben. Thanks for calling in. N6SWR, K6MYC.
Roger. Thank you much. N6SWR, Delta Mike 05, Bozo number 247.
Thank you.
I've been looking.
I appreciate that. Now, anybody else for checking into the Northern California net? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie standing by.
Whiskey 6 Papa Echo.
Yep.
What was you saying about somebody sinking ships?
Loose lips sink ships, but we sunk 9 of the Ukrainian vessels yesterday. Over.
Oh my word! I haven't heard anything about that. What?
Yeah.
Many.
Was the bulk of their navy. Over.
Hey, Mike, you said Ukrainian. Do you mean Iranian?
Iranian. I'm sorry, I might have said the wrong thing. Iranian, not Ukrainian. It's all the same, you know.
I'll let you know. I'll run across them.
Yeah, this is where I'm sitting.
Okay, 970. I'm sorry. 620. I'll get it right yet, Mike. W6 Papa Echo, K6MYC. You're hearing the boys down there in DMO5, are you?
Negative. Nope, I'm not hearing them tonight. I guess maybe there's too much noise here, but I did hear a lot of everybody else. So.
Just going to say about that time. How about 626? K6MWK, 626 up there in Lone Pine. You copy KG60SS 831.
I'm not ignoring you. Mike, but LA guys, even vertically polarized, are taking you out. They're stronger than you are tonight. So we got really good propagation north-south to LA there.
626.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm picking you up really good. So yeah, but by the way, I picked Tony up really good. But of course, he's just down in Corsico. But even though he was vertically polarized, I had a really good copy on him here.
Now you're vertical too, aren't you?
Negative. Nope, I'm horizontally polarized.
Okay, I thought you were vertical on one band or another. Okay, good. I thought, well, then I agree with you. I remember now you were horizontally polarized, but when you said you were picking up his vertical so well, I thought you might have gone back or something. Okay, good to hear you. And Rob, are you copying Mike up there in Oakhurst?
Yep, just barely. I'm not really pointed his way. Hopefully he can hear me. How you doing, Mike? W6PE, KM6SRR.
Yeah, KM6SRR. Yeah, I've got a good copy on you here, 5.9. So no problem on this end.
He said good copy, no problem on his end, 5.9, Rob.
Yeah, I heard that. I think John from down in the high desert was still talking. I thought Tony was still talking. Anyway, yeah, I'm still pointed down south.
We're still having QR Mary problems here this evening. I'm sure we're bothering them too. So let me take one more call for the Central Valley here, and then we'll go over to what's the name of that place, Rob?
Atascadero.
Yeah, I knew it started with an A. I wanted to say Anthurium or something, and it wouldn't. Atascadero. Okay. I had the letters right, more or less. Anyway, one more check. Anybody else before we go to Atascadero? K6MYC Bozo Net.
KE6VON 1040.
Hi, there he is. Hi, Era Adam. And I'm sorry the other night we got you in there and then never got back to you. I was thinking about it today. I said, hey, I really thought about it 24 hours later, 36 hours later. I forgot to get back to Adam the other day. Anyway, the tractor transmission has failed again, apparently, so it'll be sometime in the next 2 weeks. We'll try to get a coordinated time for you when you're going to be home. You might take my home phone, and you can give me a call when you expect to have a couple of days there. If you want to, I think you may have my number, the 994-5105. The number is a good one. KE6VON 1040. Go ahead, K6MYC.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I was kind of afraid it wouldn't last for you, but all good. Yeah, I've got your number somewhere in my phone, so it's in there. Yeah, my schedule now is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. However, this week I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I go back on Tuesday. The following week I'll probably be off for 4, so we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, yeah, no worries about the other night. I think I checked in and then scooted off to do something else. So all good. All right. 73s, I'm going to go back to finishing up some stuff and then head down to the house for the night. KE6VON.
Okay, so you would be there tomorrow and Tuesday?
I'll be home tomorrow. I will not be home Tuesday.
Okay, so if I could get the thing down there tomorrow, that would be good. It doesn't look likely, but it's a possibility. And then you'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You'll be open again on the weekend?
I'll be back Sunday.
Sunday, okay. Well, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there next week, huh?
Yep. Next week I should have 4 off unless more overtime arises.
Okay. Well, if we can't do it tomorrow, then we'll do it next week. Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Rob, you want to say hello to Adam?
Sure. How you doing, Adam? KE6VON, KM6SR. Yeah, I heard you checking the first time, so we got you logged in there.
Sounds good, and good evening to you there, Rob.
All right, anybody else before we go to a Atascadero, K6MYC? Nothing heard. Here we go. Over to W6QUI. W6QUI, W6 Queen Uniform Italy. W6QUI, W6QUI, K6MYC, calling and listening. Atascadero, W6QUI, K6MYC.
This is Kilo November 6, Echo India Victor.
I don't believe it. You must be at Ron's place.
Yeah, pretty close there, Mike. Yeah, I'm very, very close to him, yes.
Now you're 1044, aren't you?
Yes, yep. I'm up here at Ron's, or real close to his place, yeah. And been doing all sorts of different stuff in ham radio. Ron's been trying to help me. Ron's been very patient on teaching me electronics, which has been great fun.
Very good. Let me turn it over to Rob and see how you guys are copying each other. You're doing well here. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, how you doing, Eric? Good to hear you on there. Well, you're coming in nice and loud over here. KM6EIV, KM6SRR.
Yeah, Rob, so are you, yeah. You're coming in real well, too, here, of course, always. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I've just been trying to learn electronics, building some stuff and having fun that way. And hopefully, one day I'll get that tower up. Anyway, I'll turn it over to Ron here. KN6SSR. Nice to hear your voice, and you too, Mike.
Roger, Eric. Great to hear you.
Over there, W6QUI, 1055.
Yeah, good evening, Ron. Nice signal. Eric's stronger than you are. He's up on the hill, though. W6QUI, and you shoot it back to Rob, K6MYC.
Okay, very good. Well, I don't know if my beam's on you guys. You guys are all over the place. I'm in one place. KM6SR, good evening, Rob, W6QUI. Yeah, how you doing, Ron? Yeah, you're hitting me about an S7 or so nice and loud there. Hey, thanks for being there. W6QUI, KM6SR. Okay, very good. Well, I hear you guys no matter where my antenna is, but some of you are a little weaker sometimes. Yeah, we had a forecast day, and we were supposed to have a launch in Vandenberg, which got canceled. And before that was supposed to occur, the fog poured in. I can't see my hand in front of my face out there. But the signal's getting through it, that's all that matters.
What scheduled the launch from Vandenberg? What is it?
Well, it's probably another Starlink systems. They're putting hundreds of those things up there now.
Another Skylink, I think you said. You're a little low in frequency, or a little high in frequency because you're low pitched, and it's mushing the audio just a little bit. So you might want to net the frequency here a little closer. Anyway, good deal. So why would they scrub the launch? Is weather coming in or something? Oh, you went the wrong direction. You're really low pitch on your way down there. So to come on up and get me tuned in so I sound right for you. W6QUI, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07, over.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, a lot better. Now you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the fog came in suddenly. We were overcast today and didn't think much of it. I was working on my solar panels here, and I reconfigured them. I got a new controller for it, which is much smarter than the last one I was using. And by the time I got everything switched over, I doubled the voltage out of the panels because it's made to work at high voltage and, and step down. The sun went away, so hopefully tomorrow I can check it out at full sunlight. That was one of my projects today. I'm gonna put in some newer solar panels, but right now I want to keep the old ones going.
Yeah, I got most of my panels now around 400 watts per panel, and I've got 2 inverters, but I've got 4 banks of panels, and these big inverters that I have can only handle 3. One of my inverters has gone bad, so we're waiting for a new one to arrive here. Anyway, they run about 500 volts apiece. That's kind of the peak voltage that the inverter likes to see. So each string works up to about 500 volts. I think that's what you're working toward, over.
Well, mine are going to be a little lower. My new panels will be, putting 3 of them in series. It'll be about 66 volts. And they'll be around 400 watts, I think, or just under that. And they just run my radio system. They don't have anything to do with house power or anything. It's batteries only.
Okay, these are tiny little solar cells then. Yeah, one of my panels is good for 400 watts, and I've got about 70 panels, over.
That's enough to run your house and neighbors.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to you on the power of the sun right now. We're off grid completely, over.
Oh, you are? Okay. Got it. Yeah, well, mine's only for batteries. That's all. That's the only reason it's in here. It has nothing to do with the rest of the facility.
Well, let me ask you this. How does my solar-powered, solar-energized voice sound tonight?
Sounds the same as it always does.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Yeah, that's you got to. We throw away more panels than you get. I've given away 40 or 50 panels that were 200 watt panels, over.
Yeah, you'd laugh at my panels I'm using right now. They're only about 15 watts per panel. I got 8 of them. My series paralleled 4 and 4. I went to a higher voltage controller, which is a lot more efficient. And I can see the difference in the charging capability. The beauty is, with the higher voltage, you get more output when the sun is low or it's crowded. If it's a cloudy day, you get more power out of them than the way I was running them.
Yeah, very good. Well, a single panel, if you can buy a single panel, usually you have to get in on a deal to get it at this price, but single panel ones at 400 watts are running about $100 to $110 a piece. So if you can catch one of those deals, that's what you should do, is just get a single panel, and you're off and running.
I've been running these panels for almost 50 years, but they're starting to fade out a little bit. So yeah, I got another set. Somebody dropped a bunch of them off at the museum. One of our radio guys. And, for whoever could use them, I went through and spec'd all of them the other day when we had lots of sunshine. Picked each panel. I gave a pair of them to Eric. He took them home. So he's it's mainly just to run the radios, nothing else.
Yeah, Rob's doing the same thing. He just doesn't have his system activated yet. Rob, how many panels are you going to have when you're done?
I'll have 62 or 64, but I have a couple right now hooked up to my battery in the shack, so I'm able to run my shack off of 12 volts, but not the amps.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, well, I don't have a big power demand. Stuff keep batteries up. I run some other stuff off of it 24/7, but they're all pretty low current. These old panels have been keeping things up for years, but they're failing on me. They're turning a very dark brown, which means they just don't put out much anymore. The new ones are just under 170 watts per panel. I'm going to use 3 of them, and I'll get don't have my calculations out here, but about probably a little over 400 watts, which is more than what I need. It's a bucking converter, so it steps down either 12 or 24, but it'll do either one. It's more than enough power for what I need.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. You got your ham shack, so if you have an emergency there, you still got radio communications. That's kind of where we started with this, but it got out of hand, and now I'm doing the whole house and everything. We've got 50 volt, 100 amp, 50 volt at 100 amp batteries, and I've got 15 of them, and that's what keeps the system going here. All right, listen, we'll let you go. Good to hear you, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow night on 6 meters, maybe, and certainly on 1296 night. Good evening to you, Ron. Rob, take it and finish it up with the boys down there. And good to hear you, Eric. Come in more often. KN6EIV, W6QUI, over to KM6SRR, K6MYC.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I got to dodge the cat. He decided he wants some loving right now, so he's there playing with the mic cord. Anyways, good to hear you guys over there, W6QUI and KN6EIV, KM6SR, back to net.
K6US.
Gotcha, and I'm going towards Santa Cruz.
Good evening, Eric.
Yeah, W6QUI and KN6EIV. I was hearing both of you guys in there. K6US, 1079 and 1100.
Okay, very good. Yeah, good to hear you. Super loud over here. Say hi to Aaron there, Eric.
Hey, Aaron. Yeah, you're coming in really good over here.
Yeah, very good, Eric. Yeah, you're not as strong as Ron, but definitely hear you over here. So everything seems to be working. So we'll let you guys sign out of there, and then you guys can hand it back to Mike. K6US over to Ron.
Okay, well, I think Mike's already cranked north, so 7-3.
I hear you, though. I still got a good copy on you, even though I'm putting it at 270. 7-3, Ron. 7-3, Eric, from K6MYC.
Hey, you're still SC here.
Well, that's what 1,500 watts does for you.
That's what power does.
Yep.
Golf, Yankee.
Oh, by darn, there he is. Good evening, Phil. WB6GGY and Twainhard off the side of the beam. We're backscatter. K6MYC. Are you feeling okay?
Doing better. Yep. 884, WB6GGY, doing better all the time.
Yeah, good. We heard you. I was just writing your number down. Very good. Good to hear you, Phil. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning. I should be in there at least for a little while tomorrow morning. Maybe a little bit more than a little while, but Frank's coming in early, and I may have to give him a hand on something that he's working on down the hill on. We did get the 432 system fixed. All that took care of itself. We had a bad connector. The connection of the 1 1/4 hard line from the connector to the shield, the corrugated copper shield of the hard line was broken. So we had, we had a hookup. We were connected, but we didn't have the shield, so it made the VSWR look real bad. Anyway, good evening to you, Phil. Rob, are you hearing Phil at all?
Yeah, just barely. I'm pointing the wrong way for him. I don't know if he can hear me. Good evening, Phil. Good to hear you on there.
Copy, Rob. There, Phil. That's KM6 Sugar Radio.
Not the way my antenna's pointing right now. Only
111.
I hear you, Russ. Anyway, we'll let you go, Phil. Thanks much, and we'll see you in the morning. I think you're okay for tomorrow. It's Tuesday. You have your dental appointment.
Roger on that. 7373. WB6GGY. You and Judy have a good evening.
Thank you. And over to you. Let's see. I'm pointed towards Santa Cruz. We'll pick up Santa Cruz, but let me get you first there. Russ, K6KLY 111. Go ahead.
All right, well, you're very loud up here, even pointed at Santa Cruz. You're at least 20 over 9, no problem. Reared, I check in on the Sunday night, but say hello to you, and everything's going okay. The guys are on Beauvais. Right now they're on 40 CW right now. Hopefully they'll be there for a few days so we can get them on some bands. Back to you, Mike, K6MYC, K6KLY.
Could you make a point of calling me if you ever hear that they're going to be up on 40-meter sideband?
Yeah, let me dig out your number here and get it posted right up in front of me.
Okay, 559-994-5105.
I got a pin now, 559.
994-5105.
All right, 559-994-5015.
Oh, 5105. 5105.
Again, after 994, go ahead.
5105.
5105, got it. Real good, Mike.
All right, thanks, Russ. Yeah, I'd like to work them on 40. Anytime from about 4:30 in the afternoon, we might have propagation to them. So 000 Zulu from then on, we might have propagation. So I'll be available almost anytime you want to call. That would be terrific. Okay, let's see. Tom, are you in here tonight? KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S. Good evening, Mike.
Yeah, good evening, Tom. Good signal. We'll also take a standby for Lee. But I always think of you first because you were the first one to get on from the Santa Cruz area. So you're always first on my mental list here. Anyway, I'll shoot it over to Rob and let him say hello, and then we can stand by for Lee in there. Good to hear you. Hopefully you had a good day. Probably a little foggy over there from what we understand. The fog came into Atascadero early today. So you may have had it up there, but maybe not. Looks like it's overcast here, and there's some small chance of rain here tomorrow, I guess. KM6SRR to take it with KW6S, K6MYC.
Yeah, how you doing, Tom? KW6S, KM6SRR. I hope this is right there. I was up listening to Russ very loud up in the Bay Area, so I'd come down and kind of speak where I normally get you. Over.
Boy, you nailed it pretty good. KM6SRR, KW6S. Yeah, no warblies and good clean signal. That's a good spot to hit me at. Yeah. It's been a beautiful day here today. I've last couple of days been able to work out in on a couple of household sort of projects, and that's worked out just great. And I should finish up tomorrow, and then I'm okay with whatever the weather gives to me. KM6SR, KW6S.
Yep, sounds good, Tom. Yeah, maybe I was checking out the fish camp weather because we're going to go up there tomorrow and check out the family cabin. And they're supposed to get a little rain tonight up there, so that's about all close as we're going to get, I guess.
I missed there. Where's the cabin?
It's up at the south entrance to Yosemite in a little community called Fish Camp.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know that I know that. Used to go up to Yosemite direction occasionally when I lived there and was chasing around in my teenage years. But that's way behind me now. KM6SR, KW6S.
Did you go up Highway 41?
Yeah, would go up Highway 41. There was, what was it? Oh, yeah, wait a minute. You said Fish Camp.
Yep, QSL. You go to Course Gold, Oakhurst, then Fish Camp.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I know Fish Camp real well. That was, used to go up there quite a bit and do a little tobogganing and tubes way back when, and had a girlfriend that's family. Her aunt and uncle lived up there, and we used to go up and have lunch with them on the weekend once in a while. Fish camp. I don't know what I was thinking. KM6SR, KW6S.
Yeah, Bob Keller up there, he used to own the lodge that burned down, and behind it there, behind the gas station, he'd have a hill, and he'd always have toboggan and inner tube runs down there. And sometimes when the pond would freeze over, you'd have ice skating on the pond. Over?
Yeah, I remember watching ice skating at some point. That was not my thing, and in fact, I was probably dangerous to myself and everyone around if I got on ice with skates. But tried it a few times. I might have even tried it up there. But that was a good spot. That was one of the closer areas you could get to snow and be kind of assured that there will be snow. KM6SR, KW6S, reminiscing.
Yep, I'll make it quick then. Yeah, the pond is kind of rough when you skate on it, but I used to play ice hockey, so I may have been a danger to myself and others. Haha. Okay, thanks, Tom. Back to net, KM6SR.
Let's get Lee in here. Lee, are you here tonight? AF6 United. Go ahead. Oh, I don't hear Lee. AF6 United, K6MYC, Lee. He maybe have a Sunday dinner with the family there. Anyway, Tom, good to hear you. Put on memories there, tubing down the hillside. I've done a little bit of that. Did a little ice skating. You guys brought back memories. On the fourth grade, I think, we lived in Michigan, and there was a pond in the trailer park that we first lived in. And the pond would get thin ice on it. The ice would actually sag. So if you just stood on the edge of the pond and pointed your skates into the middle of it, you would coast down to the middle of the pond. So you can imagine how dangerous that was. Well, luckily the pond was only about 2 feet deep, so even if you broke through the ice, but we never did. But the ice was so soft that it would bend. But that's where I learned to ice skate. Over.
Yeah, there was a couple of skating rinks in Fresno in those years, and there'd be groups of my friends go to those, and that and roller skating was just really never my thing. So I just avoided all of that. And Lee said, last I heard, Lee said he would be here, so I'm a little surprised he's not. KM6SR, KM6SR, K6MYC, KW6S.
226 is here.
Go ahead, Ken, and say hello to Tom, and we're kind of waiting for Lee to come in, but he isn't there yet.
Yeah, I'm heading that way. Hi, Tom, and hello to Mike and Rob up there and all that. I just now got back in here. We had some things going on in the house there. So anyway, good evening all. KW6S, WA60IB.
WA60IB, KW6S. Yeah, you stay pretty busy, so I figured you'd be doing something. I always like to hear when you pop in there with the 226. Seems like I hear that no matter where you're pointed. Yeah, you missed our ice skating reminiscing.
Oh boy, yeah. I've ice skated all my life. Yeah. I still got my skates. We went skating well, it's been probably 2 years ago the last time I went. We just haven't had the opportunity, but I grew up on skates, so I've enjoyed ice skating all my life. Enjoyed it, that and roller skating too. I did actually competition roller skating, so I like to skate. So anyway, well, I'm glad you guys were reminiscing. That's always fun. WA60IB.
Very good. Yeah, that's something I can't do, but it sounds like all three of the rest of you there. That was in one of your pleasure activities. Anyway, turn it back to you, Mike. We're getting a group at KM6SR, WA60IB, K6MYC.
Okay, very good, Tom. I failed to say that the pond that I skated on was in Michigan. So they're quite, everything freezes over in Michigan. I can remember skating on ice as it was 3 inches thick, 3 feet thick on Pentwater Lake just off of Lake Michigan. So it gets really, really cold up there. In fact, that lake turned into an ice factory. That was in the days before refrigeration, so it was a huge ice plant right on the shoreline of Pentwater Lake there. Beautiful ice, clear, clean water, and they'd go out and saw down 3 feet and get out huge chunks of ice over.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of that and heard about it, and they'd pack it in warehouses with sawdust and so forth, and save it as long as they could to put in people's icebox and freight cars. So I know they were still using some of the ice freight cars when I first started farming. Not many, but there was still a little bit of icing of freight cars before the refrigeration stuff came in. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, very good. One last call for you, Lee. We maybe catch him on the way back if he pops in here, or just make noise. I might be able to hear him no matter where I'm pointed. He's very over here. 7-3 for now. We'll see you tomorrow on 222 and 6 meters, said Tom. KW6S in the group, K6MYC, bumping a little bit to the north for the Bay Area.
Hey, good evening, Ken. WA6YB, KM6SR.
Yeah, hi there, Rob.
Okay, here we are in the lower part of the Bay Area. QRZ Bay Area Bozo Net. Check-ins, please. K6MYC in the net.
KB6BA.
KB6BA, booming signal. We got really good conditions tonight, Oliver, so take one, and then we'll pass it around and see who else is up that way. KB6BA, K6MYC.
Yep, KB6BA 900 is very strong as well. Pretty exciting to hear that the Bouvet folks finally actually landed. I wonder if they got all their equipment transferred by helicopter. I won't be participating, but I'll enjoy following the progress of everyone else in the Bay Area trying to work them. And I think I heard maybe Jim in there as well. K6MYC, KB6BA.
Yeah, I guess it's a big operation, costing almost $2 million to get them there, this time with a helicopter, but hopefully they'll be successful. That's good, good stuff. That's a hell of a place to go. Okay, let's see who else in the Bay Area wants to join in this evening into the party here. K6MYC Bozo Net.
WB6JNN 285.
W6TQL.
Okay, good evening, Jims. Jims in parallel, so to speak. Hang on a second, PQL. We'll get it over to Jim first. WB6JNN. I bet you were thinking about flying them today, but did you fly anything?
No, I was tied up today. I did some shopping and went to church this morning and did some shopping after that. And came home and took a long nap, actually. Didn't wake up till 3. But anyway, of course, I didn't get home till about 12:30. So, yeah, you're about at 9 plus 10 here tonight. I do have the antenna a little bit higher than it was before, and I don't know if that's the difference or not, but I pushed it up to where I think I probably don't want to go any further because all the cables right now are just hanging down from the antennas, not tied off to anything, so not a good situation, but I can't go up there and fix that, so anyway, good evening, WB6JNN.
Okay, let me find out. Rob, are you hearing Jim?
Yeah, it's unusual, but I am hearing a little bit. How you doing, Jim? WB6JNN, KM6SRR.
Yeah, KM6SRR. You're 5x4 on my meter here, and the meter does show some of the noise from that.
I'm not hearing him now, Mike.
We have plenty of that. WB6JNN.
Okay, it's up and down. He heard you at first. Now he didn't hear you. Jim, Rob is running about 1,500, so he's got some power on you there. Anyway, that was a quick contact. Let's see. Ken, how about you? You want to say hello to the two Jims there? Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. Plural there. WA60IB. Yeah, JNN, you were S7, S8, and then you faded out a bit down to about an S3, but all Q5, no problem copying, just up and down a bit, which is pretty typical for this path. WB6JNN, WA60IB.
Yeah, okay, Ken. Yeah, you're doing the same thing. From about 5 to 7. So we're in the same ballpark on that one. And very good. Thank you.
Did he blow up something?
No, he just faded right out. Stopped.
No, he didn't fade out. He just broke. Thing failed there. Let's get it over to PQL. Go ahead, Jim, and give reports to who you were ever hearing there. W6 Papa Queen London, Jim, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Well, I can hear, of course, Ken, and I can hear Rob in there. I can't copy you tonight, though, Rob, because of tremendous noise I've got over here. I think there must be some event going on at the high school, which is about 1 mile from here. And whenever they turn on their outside lights in the football field, or their sports field, whatever you want to call it, that's square in Jim Eagleson's direction. I can't even hear Jim Eagleson. So I've got the antenna actually at 94 degrees, which is, sorry, it doesn't matter. It's about 6 degrees off of you, Mike. I'm almost 100 degrees, just shy of it in the high 90s, just to get that atomic null on that noise source. And when I do that, I can hear you and some of the other guys over there in the valley, but I can't even hear locals in that particular direction where the noise source is. So those are my complaints tonight. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Well, you're allowed to do that every now and then, whether you need to or not. It's like birthdays. You're not sure if you really want to or not. Okay. Well, you're good, strong signal over here. I'm pointed at 286, which is within the degree of where you normally peak from both locations. By the way, we have 432 fixed. The big 1.25 inch hard line that was on 432 that we were using, it was a 90-foot piece, and the top end, it slipped in the clamp, and it started out hanging on the connector, and it eventually broke the shield into the connector. So I had a connection to the antenna, but no shield on the coax up there. So that was what was causing the high VSWR. So that's fixed. It should be back as good as new, or not better, and it's up and back up and running fine and back up to full power output too. W6PQL over to WA60IB, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Well, I'm glad you got that fixed. Yeah, that's happened before. Yeah, we've had to make the same fix on a couple other ones here over the years. And Jim, you're doing pretty good over here. Pretty much solid S7, S8, so you haven't faded yet, but time will tell. Okay, W6PQL, WA60IB.
Okay, Ken. Well, you're heading into a fade right now, but that's okay. I can still copy you just fine going into the fade. Good evening to you, and we'll see all you fellows later. W6PQL.
Yeah, good night, Jim. Thank you, Mike.
How about you, Rob?
WB6ISO.
Hear you, Dennis. Stand by. How about you, Rob? Any copy on Jim PQL? Oh, Rob must have got the dinner call or something there. Okay, we'll let you go, Jim. Thank you. See you tomorrow night on 222 and 6 meters. Let me pick up Dennis quickly here. I can copy you now, Dennis, so if you have some relays, let me know. WB6ISO, okay, 6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike, very good. And it's been a while. And if you would check in KA60SX, Kent 160, and Dave N1 Papa 336 would be greatly appreciated. And I did want to say a quick hello to Mr. Kent, if he's still copying there. OIB, been a while. Hope he's doing all right there. WB6ISO, Bozo 86, over.
Hello there, Dennis. WA60IB, and it's there's no T on my name. It's just Ken. It's been a while since I talked to you. It's good to hear you. Good to hear your voice. I always enjoy that. So I hope you're having a good time. WA60IB.
I'm sorry, Ken. I should know better than that. I've got it written down here right in front of me. I can't read my own writing. How are you? How's everything doing for you down there, okay?
Yeah, we have our challenges, but we're doing okay. Yeah, keeping busy. By the way, I've got to go up to Mike. I've got to go up Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. Gwen and I are going up to Oregon. My friend Kent, you've worked with him. He's checked in on the Bozo a couple of times from Gold Beach, Oregon. Anyway, he's taking a turn for the worse. He's going into hospice. In fact, he just went in yesterday. Yes. Anyway, he's asking for me, so Gwen and I are going to drive up there and visit him probably for the last time. Over.
Oh boy, yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I really hate to hear that, but give him my very, very best, if you would, please. And yeah, it's hell to get old. I'm going through doctor's appointments and all kinds of stuff myself here as well. So, but hey, we're still hanging in there. I don't get in here quite as often. I've had company, different things going on. So I did want to apologize that I haven't checked in as recently as I've been trying to. But I will try to do a little bit better in the near future. Over.
Yep. And his name is Kent, so he does have a T in his name. So he and I grew up together. We were K6UKZ is his call. And we've been buddies since we were in our, we were like 11 or 12, I think, when we met. Yeah, on ham radio. So known him for a long, long time. So anyway, thank you, Mike. Back to you, K6. Boy, that's a mental block. K6MYCWA60IB.
I do it all the time, Ken. It's something new that's come alive here. I don't know what's going on. I say, this is over to you, Ken, WA60IB. This is K6. Wait a minute here. Let me look at my wallet. I'll get my advanced my extra class license out here. There it is, K6MYC. Okay. 7-3, Dennis. I'm going to go back to the Bay Area. I turned your way, so you're good and loud here, 5 and 9. And don't go to too many doctors. They're worse for you than staying home sometimes. Just a quickie, Ken. He's not much older or the same age as you, your fellow that you're going to visit there. That's kind of early to be going into hospice. Is he suffering from something that he can't recover from?
Yes, he was having some problems, and he hurt his back, and he went in and they did a MRI and stuff, and they found a growth on his liver. And then when they did more testing, he had a stage 4 that had metastasized into his back, and that was the problem there. So and he's not going to take any treatment. It's too far along, and so he's just going to, as they say, fade away.
Oh, bummer.
How old is he now? Do you know?
Well, he and I are the same age. We grew up together. We're exactly. We went through junior high and high school together, and part of college. He went into the Army the same time I did, except I got kicked right out. But he stayed in. He was a warrant officer, and anyway, he flew helicopters in Vietnam, gunships and all that. And then he continued in the career and was in Washington, and he was flying the big helicopter. He's flown vice presidents and all kinds of VIPs and whatnot. Never has flown Air Force One, but he has flown Air Force Two, so he's had quite a career. Of course, he's been retired for about 15 years, something like that. Anyway. He had a great career and we kept in touch the whole time, and we've worked each other several times and whatnot. So, keeping in touch on ham radio as well as by other means. So, this is going to be a great loss for me. So, but when you live very long, you're going to watch everybody else around you go away, I guess.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's hell to get old. I'll tell you what, but God, yeah, it's bad. But hey, you know, you enjoy each other as long as you can while they're here. But do me a favor, give him my very, very best, if you would, please. And you take care of yourself, okay? And, well, catch you next trip. WB6ISO, Bozo 86.
And thank him for his service.
You betcha.
Oh, you betcha, yeah. And he's the one that's been taking care of the radio club. He's been sending stuff. He gets stuff and he sends it to us for prizes and whatnot for our drawings and whatnot. So, and he always sends money for tickets for people that can't afford to go to the Christmas party and whatnot. He always sends money for that. So he's taking care of the club pretty well over the number of years, as well as some real nice prizes and stuff he sent, computers and this and that. So a very generous man. So we've enjoyed his friendship for many, many years. Back to you, Mike, WA60IB.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, well, it's too bad that he didn't catch it sooner. Sometimes those things are that way. You just you think it's something, and it turned out to be something else that's causing the secondary problem. That's too bad. Anyway, okay. Let me go back. I'm in the Bay Area back again. I got KB6BA, K6KLY, WB6JNN, and W6PQL. Who else do we have in the Bay Area? Go ahead.
Here is Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey Bravo Bridge, yeah. 1090.
I heard two of you there, WB6WNI. Good evening, Gary. Hang on a second. Who was the other station in with Gary?
Kilowatt 9, Zulu, Papa Yankee. Kilowatt 9, Zulu, Papa Yankee. 1161. Number 1161. Over.
Okay. K9ZPY, K6MYC. Good. Pretty good copy tonight. I'm not pointed at you. I should go a little bit further north, but you're doing pretty well. I'm trying to remember the handle. The first thing that popped in was Tom, but I don't think that's right. What's the handle?
Tom. Tired old man. Oh.
I did have it right. Tom, that's right. Okay, very good, Tom. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in here. Nice signal tonight. I moved the antenna a little bit more on you there. And a perfect copy. So thank you very much for checking in. I think you're up near Mill Valley or something, aren't you? Are you having trouble copying me, Tom? Over? Wow, big fade, I guess. Well, let me go back to the Bay Area then. Here we go. We'll start back here again. We got Tom in there, and we got you, Gary. Go ahead, Gary, make a transmission, and we'll see who else is here. I'm sure Stan is floating around somewhere. Go ahead, Gary.
Thanks, Mike. Yes, Stan is finishing that Merlot. Yes, and we had some wine tonight, but it wasn't Merlot. Anyway, yes, I could tell the difference from the antenna way we were pointing and talking to the other fellow, so I was afraid it faded away, and they said, no, we're back to the Bay Area. Well, right back up to S9, so it was good. Nice day over here. I went, I don't have, there was a person that you were running a test with who I could hear perfectly, except the call is like WC. I want to say LIJ, but maybe it isn't. What was he in? Because I actually heard it pretty well back then.
The band is acting funny on me, Gary. It just took a little fade, and I missed the last sentence. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, Mike. Well, you know what? I better say 73 while we can, but we'll listen for you tomorrow at 6 meters. Yeah, there is a lot of QSC. Nothing we can do about it. So anyway, 73, Mike, K6MYC, WB6WNI.
Yeah, well, you're in there, but the path is different on you tonight. You're coming in way more to the west than normal, so I had to go clear into the 70s, 274 to get a good copy on you. That's weird. Okay, just bent path tonight, I guess. Anyway, we'll see you on 6 for sure, and I'll take a standby and see if Stan is in here. AB6 Sugar Radio, K6MYC. Over. I don't hear Stan.
No, he's not there. Stan comes in very strong over here, so no Stan.
Okay, KA6UYH. How about you, Chris?
Yes, KA6UYH. Over.
Yeah, there you are. Good. I forgot your number.
1226. I don't know what's happening with the band tonight, but you're definitely usually about a 5x7 to a 5x9, and you're about a 5x5 tonight.
Well, I'm probably not pointed for you just right. I think I have to go up a little bit like that. And but some band is giving me a bent propagation tonight. We noticed the same thing from the guys from LA. They were pointing farther north than normal for us. So the band is bent. I think it's all the stress that's coming out of Iran. Over.
They're probably producing quite a smoke storm over there.
Yes. Yes, that's right. All right, anyway, good to hear you. And we can listen for you tomorrow night in the event that you can make that quad thing even function. You might try transfer again to it and see what happens. K6MYC.
Yeah, not yet. I've soldered on a tuning stub tonight, but that's as far as I got. So I need to go mount it and tune it, see if I can get it tuned. So it'll take probably another week or so before I get there.
Okay. Very good. Well, we'll see you when we see you. Maybe Wednesday night here back on 2 meters. It was good to catch you on 40 the other day. 73s for now. KA6UYH. Anybody else left in the Bay Area for check-ins here? K6MYC. Let me go a little further north. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. K6MYC. KE6QR. K6MYC. Okay. N6RO. K6MYC.
Yes, sir. K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, high temperature 70, and a little bit late there, just had to go to another position and turn on the computer because one of my guys can't remote into it. We're getting ready for another contest, of course, next week on the ARRL phone. I dabbled in a couple of contests this past weekend, just last night. It's about 40 minutes in a RIDI contest and 20 minutes on a CQ 160. Just fooling around. But I learned some interesting things about some issues I have with rotators. I won't get into a lot of detail, but I find today that my 80-meter dipole and the 6-meter 7-element at the top of the big tower was off by 45 degrees. I don't think it's slippage. I think there's RF getting into the controllers because it's also messed up the controller that tunes the 80-meter dipole, that tunes the tornado tuner. So I think they're both candidates for some clamp-on suppressors. Anyway, that's the news. Did I say the high temperature was 70? Oh, the dinner. One of your favorites was I cooked it all in a big 12-inch frying pan. I sautéed everything all together in one pot. And what it included was kale for the veggie, and that really cooks down pretty well when you put oil in it. And then I had the main dish was seafood, which was calamari, and it's tubes and testicles, and mushrooms and onions and carrots and brown rice and all the other stuff, all in one pot. I had to put it in at various timings just to make sure things didn't get overcooked or under. So it was an experiment, and it went very well with the Chardonnay. K6MYC and 6RO.
Yeah, I think I'd need the Chardonnay with that one, particularly when you get to those tentacles. Ken, OIB, go ahead.
Well, hello, Ken. Sounds like a great meal. You do most of this cooking yourself?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm here by myself. Although my tenant, his wife is an excellent cook. She brings me stuff once in a while when they have a big deal out front in the rental house. I got a kick out of you forgetting your call. Or was it Mike's call? Anyway, this is N6RO.
You know, I forget the other guy's call and I forget my call. It's kind of 50-50. So, well, had it for so many years, but then you know it gets buried into mine, and sometimes it's hard to retrieve. So, oh well. Well, I'm glad you're eating well. You always impressed me with your meals, so I'm glad you're doing okay there. Some really good stuff. So. Anyhow, well, I've got a wife that does most of the cooking here. I do all the barbecuing and stuff like that, the heavy stuff. But boy, she can sure cook. She can whip up a meal in no time at all. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we eat pretty well here, thanks to her. And she does most of the shopping. I shop for the big stuff and all that. So it's a shared thing here. So all right. Well, you take care. You have a great week and preparation for the contest. I hope you get everything taken care of that you need to. So and have a lot of fun. So N6RO and back to K6MYC WA6OIB.
Okay, quickly over to you, Rob, and then we'll get around to the rest of the guys in the San Joaquin Valley above us there.
Okay, thanks, Mike. How you doing, Ken? N6RO, KM6SR. Yeah, I'd probably need some Chardonnay for some Brussels sprouts. That's probably the only way I could eat them. Over.
I didn't quite get that, Rob. What was that?
I was saying that I would probably need some Chardonnay with Brussels sprouts. That'd probably be the only way I could eat them.
Oh, yeah. Brussels sprouts and Chardonnay do go together. Actually, Chardonnay goes with about anything.
Yep, sounds good. I'm all for it. It's good to hear you, Ken. KM6SR.
Zinfandel.
Double.
That's important.
Go ahead again, Rob.
I was just saying that I like a wine with about anything. Anyway, good to hear you, Ken. KM6SR.
Yeah, likewise, Rob. Good, as always. See you guys. Carry on, Mike, N6RO.
Okay. Thanks, Ken. Good to hear you. It was about 70, maybe a little bit more than 70 here, but kind of quasi-overcast. Even though the sun wasn't bright, it was still quite nice, warm out. I think I did look at the temperature gauge, and it was banging around to 70, 72 or something. 7.3. We'll see you tomorrow on 222 and 6 meters. Let's see. KO6IQR. Are you there, Mario?
KM6
check on my antenna.
NYC, KO6IQR. I'm here, 1189.
Okay, was that you, John, 711? Did I hear in there with you?
RO again.
RO again. Go ahead, RO again.
Yeah, I just want to do a quick antenna check. I'm pointing my tall antenna down your way because I've got a very bad local noise on my VHF tower, and the other one can barely hear it. It's the high antenna, 140 feet. I'm on it right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm on the 7 element at 50 feet, 7 at 50. And back to 9 elements at 140. Over.
Well, it's more solid. They're both very Q5 and holding the RF. I mean, the audio level, I can't hear the difference in the audio except you've got flutter on the 9 element and a little stronger signal, I think, by just gut feel. But both of them are very solid. Ken, you want to give them a report?
Yeah, you were exactly S9, and then with the other one, the bigger one, you were up at right at 10/9, so about 10 dB difference there.
Yeah, That's about what I'm seeing. Actually, I'm seeing up to 3 S units difference between both you and Mike when I switch rapidly between them. Anyway, it's good to have 2 antennas. Night all.
Yeah, I have 2 on 40, and it really makes a big difference to have two element and a 3 element on 40 meters. That really helps. Amazing what happens. Sometimes I point them both in the same direction. Sometimes they're dead even. Sometimes one will be 10 or 15 dB over the other one. Sometimes the small one's better than the other one. It's because of terrain and other differences around the antennas, I think. Anyway, it is kind of nice to have more than one. Thanks, Ken. 7-3. See you tomorrow night. Let's see. Back into the Bay Area again. Oh, no, KO6IQR. That's who it is. Go ahead, Mario. Sorry about that.
Hey, no problem, Mike. KO6IQR here, 1189. Just got back a couple hours ago and actually started taking down a lot of my my setup. I'm moving out of here Thursday afternoon, or well, Thursday morning, and checking into the new place Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, it's a bummer that you have to keep doing that, but I guess you get these deals that they do not expect you to be there for more than 3 or 4 weeks, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly my office. For some reason, they won't book the place more than 2 months at a time. And by the time you get to that 3rd month, it's either already been booked or they got a couple weeks in between. So, yeah, they just refuse to book the place for the duration of the project. I guess they don't want to lose out because you can't get your money back.
Yeah, bummer. Well, hopefully, we'll catch you. I'm sure you'll make some kind of a signal some point in time. And Thursday through the weekend, you don't have any check-ins anyway, so I'm sure we'll hear you next Sunday night then. Take care, Mario. Thanks for checking in. Good signal, booming. And I heard another voice underneath you. Do you have the stream playing in the background?
Let me shut it off.
Well, I don't care, but I keep hearing other voices checking in, or I hear other call signs, and I think it was you hearing your own call coming back, or mine, one or the other. But it's, when it comes in from the microphone that's 4 or 5 feet from the speaker, it sounds different, so I just wanted to make sure. Anyway, there's probably somebody else in there anyway, like maybe John, W6WSS, or the other John, KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. Who else is in there? K6MYC Bozo Net.
Whiskey Victor Lima.
Okay, go ahead, John.
KD6WVL 1179, over.
We got you, and we sort of missed you for Thursday night, but it might have been because my antennas were screwed up. I don't know whether you were in there or not, but I've got everything fixed. We had a broken piece of coax, actually. The shield in the coax was broken. A big piece of inch and a quarter that comes down from the top of the tower. And that was giving me bad VSWR and not the best receive also. So I don't know whether you were in there on Thursday night or not, over.
Yeah, I was in there, but yeah, the signals are really low, so I could hear you, but I didn't, it wasn't working out for me with what little I got working on here. Well, thanks for the check-in, and have a good evening. KD6WVL 73 all around.
Well, we got the 432 fixed, so it should be fine next week. Should be a booming signal like you always have on 2, and the 432 particularly, you're not booming on that band, but you're certainly good for what you're running. So we should have no trouble with you next week. I thought I heard you in there a couple of times. I just could not be sure, and we were struggling with other issues, and VSWR kept kicking the amp out and all kinds of stuff, so we were fighting it. And we got it all fixed today, so I'm glad that that's put behind us for a while, hopefully. 7-3, John, and thanks very much for checking in here, as always. KD6WBL, K6MYC. Anybody else? Okay, we're heading for Sacramento. Better late than never. Here we are, KJ6KFB. KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. How about you, Darren? K6MYC. Okay, no Darren tonight. KO6KD. KO6KD. I'm trying to get the antenna in the right direction here. 329, that's close enough. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Oh, there you go. Okay, now you unkeyed. KO6KD, Bozo 776, checking in.
There you are. We missed you this morning. Were you tied up or what was going on?
Yeah, Sunday mornings between 8:30, 8:45, I go up to the other net that's a little further up the band. So, and I got up a little bit late, so by 8:30 I was looking to move on. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to be a part of what you guys were talking about this morning to see if you, first off, to see if Bob showed up, and secondly, to see what your guys' take was on, what was going on overseas. But maybe we'll catch up on it tomorrow.
Yeah, Bob was there, and he gave us quite a story about. He didn't have any problems down there. All the activity and the burning and the blow-ups of the cars and stuff was about 5 miles away across a big river, a big wide river section for him. So he could see it, but it never was endangering him in any way, shape, or form. All it did is slow up his flight home. He got home in bed at 2 a.m. on Saturday morning, or Sunday morning, actually. 2 a.m. Sunday morning. So he was in there this morning at, he said, I got up at 6. Holy cow, you didn't have to be here till 8:30, and he checked in about 8:30. So he sounded good, and he'll be in there tomorrow also, so maybe you can catch up with him tomorrow, Bill. Sounds good. And we had kind of a motley crew in there this morning, and we were, talking about this and that and the other thing, and of course the Iranian thing's a big part of our conversation. It starts out to be that way, but of course the Mexican and Puerto Vallarta information got in there too, in big time. So it was quite a morning. Looking forward to tomorrow, where things are starting to take shape more not more positively. We couldn't be any more positive in the Iranian thing, but it should be more defined as to what targets are left. And I guess Hezbollah over in Lebanon is going to get their stuff shoved down their throat here shortly. They are the only ones that are backing the Iranians. Big mistake, guys. Big mistake. All right, KO6JD, and then we'll look for others, K6MYC.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that works out. I got Darren. I haven't talked to him this evening, and as far as John is concerned, his tower is down. He's working on trying to fix the 6-meter antenna and some other things. I think he's trying to get a 220 antenna put in there and wired up. So eventually he'll maybe get an all-mode transceiver of some sort to join you on 220. But at any rate, the tower's down, so he sent me a text saying that he's not going to be on the air tonight. He'd like to, but the tower and everything is still tilted over. Over.
Okay, well, I think what I'll do with John, he's so regular anyway, I'll just check him in. Obviously, he's not trying to avoid the band, and he's just in the process of fixing it so it's better. So, Rob, let's check in 759. John, who's got the tower down for repairs and upgrades on 6 meters and other stuff. Over.
Roger, Mike. We got it.
All righty then.
Okay, so if you're chatting with him on the FM thing, you can tell him we checked him in tonight anyway. Make up for some other times I missed him when he was actually there. All right, thanks. Let me shoot it over to Ken and let him say hello to you. WA6OIB with KO6KD, K6MYC. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, very good. KO6KD and the gang, WA6OIB. You sounded good tonight, Bill.
Yeah, so do you, Ken. Nice to hear you're nice and strong. And I know you guys did something here recently, but I can't remember what it was. But the fact that you're here tonight, I guess everything turned out okay. So anyway, I do hope that you and Gwen and everybody is having a good time, and I hope you're all staying safe and well down there. Over.
Yep, we're doing good. And Gwen's in the house there. We have a lot of visitors. We had my son come up from L.A. and his girlfriend. They came up, stayed with us, and had the whole family family together for a couple of meals, and had a real nice party last night, and then had breakfast today, and then they left this afternoon. So, been a nice weekend. A lot of visiting, a lot of nice things going on and whatnot. So, and we've all been very healthy. So, we're in good shape. KO6KD, WA60IB.
Ken, tell Bill happy birthday. He was 39 on Saturday. Over.
Again?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Happy birthday. Man, goodness. 39 again.
Yep, the train went around, the choo-choo train went around the tree one more time.
That's for sure. Another trip around the sun. Well, you hope you got many more trips.
Well, thank you. I hope so as well, because, I hope so. But thank you very much for the kind regards. And, I was afraid it was going to be just a very, very lonely, mundane time. But a friend and his wife came out and did some stuff out here in the yard. And afterwards, and they brought a couple of really nice things, a pizza for one thing. Oh, boy. And so afterwards we sat outside. I never get outside. But yesterday I got a chance to get outside for a while and sit on the porch, and it's the first time in years and years that I've been able to do that, and by God, it just felt wonderful to actually be around people and to be outside. It really was a terrific thing. So it actually wound up being a lot better than I thought it would. But thank you very much for your kind thoughts, and hopefully it'll be several more trips around the sun.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're able to do that, and I'm glad the weather was good. It was just great for that. So that's the best part. Okay, very good. Well, you take care and have a good rest of the week. KO6KD, WA60IB, back to net. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, Rob, you copying Bill tonight?
Yeah, how you doing, Bill? KO6KD, KM6SRR. You're kind of in and out for me a little bit there, over.
KM6SRR in the group, yeah, very good. Hear you quite well, Rob. So we must have a peak right now. I can actually hear you quite well. Good evening.
Yep, roger on that.
All right, well, 7-3, thanks, guys, for everything.
See you in the...
Michelle, very good evening, and we'll look for you tomorrow, Mike. K6NYC in the group, KO6KD, 7-3.
See you in the morning, Bill. Okay, anybody else before we go to Nevada, K6NYC? Well, I got to get, gosh, I almost forgot Redding. What's the matter with me here? Redding. Then we didn't have John there tonight. It didn't trigger my Redding label. Redding, Charlie, November 80, K6MYC up to KD6SW and KO6HS. How about it, Rich?
Well, top of the evening there, Mike. KD6SW, number 145 in Redding, over.
Yeah, big signal. Might as well be in the shack with me. Goodness gracious, what the last 2 times you've been good. We've had good condition now that the weather's warming up and getting stable here. So did you get any more rain the last couple of days?
Oh, yeah. In fact, it even rained today for a while. There was a little bit of hail thrown in there to go with it. So we're not done with it yet. The leftover stuff is coming down your way, so you can have some over.
Yeah, we haven't had any rain down here. We are cloudy today a little bit. Looks like there could be some rain. There's some water up in the sky there. But whether it's going to let go of it and let it fall onto our property or not is another question. Hi. Let's see if Jerry's in there. KO6HS. Jerry, how about it? K6MYC.
Under KO6HS 230. There's the propagation phase out there. We are in here, Mike, if you're still copying. Over.
Okay, way down from Rich tonight, about Q3, but we got you KO6HS at 230. K6MYC. Let me just see who Ken's copying here. Ken, are you hearing either one of them, over?
Yeah, I copied both of them. Lost the name. The last one you just talked to, he was about a Q4, but everyone else was Q5. So, yeah, it's good conditions tonight.
That's Jerry, KO6HS.
Right.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Roger, yeah, the conditions are up and down.
they are up and down here. Our copy Ken, pretty good there. And you're coming up also, so conditions are just not real stable up here, over.
Well, you're now coming up in signal strength really quickly, so you'll have good copy in a minute. How about you, Rich? How are you copying Ken down there, over?
I'm copying Ken Q5, no problem whatsoever. I hear him most of the time anyway. He's got a pipeline up here, Mike, over.
Yeah, you do too right now. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're both down a bit now. HS has just almost disappeared, so it's one of those things, you know, up and down. When it's up for you, it's down for me.
Yeah, I guess it is, because they're both roaring in here now. All right, guys, Jerry, back to you for your final. Good to hear you. And we'll look for you Wednesday. And thank you very much for your very consistent check-ins from the Reading area, and let us know how the propagation is up there. KO6HS, and then up to Rich, K6MYC.
Roger, yeah, down at the moment, but we heard everything there. Copied you, copied Ken, but it started fading out there. We'll catch you later. 73 KO6HS,
73, go ahead, Rich.
Okay, I'm still copying you, but you're starting to fade on me there. Ken, you're up to about an S7 there. Good copy, no problem whatsoever. Keep up the good work. KD6 copying wet, ready.
Okay, well, we'll try for you tomorrow night on 6 meters. I did hear some CW one night, but when I went back, it wasn't there, so I don't know whether that was you or somebody else. It was in your direction, however, so it might have been you, and might have just caught a short burst of meteors or something. Anyway, 7-3, and we'll be on 6 meters tomorrow night about 8:30. About 8:30 in your direction there. 7-3, KO6HS, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC. Good evening, guys.
Okay, good evening, 7-3.
7-3. Okay, anybody else before we go to Nevada?
Bozo 410.
Well, hi there, Russ. 410. KW6T, K6MYC. How are you?
Oh, doing fine, Mike. I know it's been a long time since I checked in, but it's really interesting that things just seem to come up on Wednesdays and Sundays. And I don't know what that's about, but it's happened. And of course, this last week we were in Las Vegas, and usually, like on Wednesday nights, they have a really good restaurant at the casino up in Jackson, and they have 20% off for locals. So we go up there quite a few Wednesdays just for dinner. Man, it's really good food. We like it. So anyway, yeah, it's just not that I haven't been thinking about it. It just hasn't been happening.
No, I understand. You got life to live, for heaven's sakes, and radio is just a part of it. Sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. I'm kind of limited here, but no eyesight and no car to drive and so on. So we're stuck here. I might as well do what I can. Over.
Oh, absolutely. Radio is radio, and radio is a good thing. So anyway, no, everything's fine up here. We had a nice day, a little overcast this morning, but then the sun came out, and I was doing some tractor work out on the yard, trying to move some dirt around and flatten out some areas, trying to have more areas I can mow with a lawnmower and not have to weed eat because of the insurance issues up here in the hills. So anyway, that's been my project here this last few days, and probably toward the end of the week we'll be done with it. So anyway, with that, I'll send it back to you, Mike, and the net. I know it's getting a little late. So 73, have a great evening. K6MYC in the group. Here's KW6T in Latrobe.
Oh, well, I've been doing a lot of weed eating. I have a new tool. It's called Amanda Weed Whacker. Over.
Yeah, never heard of that. I'll have to look into that.
Well, she's about 36 and a real good-looking gal, wiry and tough and very mechanical, and she weed eats like a maniac. Over.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I thought you were going to tell me that you had a four-legged Amanda and some other goats. You know. Yeah, that's one other possibility. I think my daughter's going to go that route. She's probably going to get goats on her property up here. So anyway, well, very good. No, it's left to me. It's the good old just KW6T. That is the weed eater around the house here. So anyway, well, with that, Mike, I'll send it back to you. KW6T clear.
Hey, Russ, you're 20 over here in Clovis.
Hey, all right, Ken. Thanks. Good to know. Still just running 100 watts on the 2M5WL.
Well, that's what I've got heading your way. So they like each other.
Yeah, you're always rock solid in here. I don't even give them reports anymore, Ken. How about you? Have you copying Russ over there?
He got tangled up in the dipole about a month and a half ago, and I haven't got it totally straightened out yet. So I'm kind of guessing by golly on the rotor right now. So yeah, I'm sure you'll be the same. But anyway, well, great. Good to hear you, Ken. I heard Rob in there as well, and very always getting his emails on the list. That's very nice, and lets me know what's going on.
Well, that's great. All right. Well, you take care, and Rob, you take it over there. KM6SR, WA60IV.
Thank you, Ken. Yep, I'm hearing you loud and clear, Russ. KW6T, KM6SR. Good to hear you, even if it's every once in a while there, over.
No, very good. Yeah, your band conditions must be a little different between us. You're a little fluttery there on the end, but otherwise a good solid copy. And yeah, thanks for the emails. I read them when they come in, and glad to get them. And well, tonight I guess I'll probably can see my own call sign there. So anyway, I'll get out of the way. It's almost 9:15 if my clock is right. So 7-3 all KW6T.
Hey, Rob, it's better to be fluttery on the end than light in the loafers, over.
Yeah, whatever you say, Mike. KM6SR.
Okay. 7-3, Russ. Okay, I'm going up to Nevada. Here we go. K6MYC, Nevada, Nevada. K6MYC, Bozo Net, Nevada. Are you back, Richard? No, Richard yet. How about N6, N7 Whiskey Tango? Oh, how about N6 Victor Alpha Zulu? N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. How about you, Eric? How about KE6 Uniform Quebec London? KE6 UQL, over.
Here is 272. This is KE7 UQL, over.
Oh, you got it up, even though you have mud in the backyard. Thank you. Got you, 272. Go ahead.
Yes, Roger. Thank you. The swamp is all dried up, so we're doing better now, over.
Yeah, sounds good. Good to have you back on 2 meters here. We'll look for you tomorrow night, of course, on 222 and so on. Let's see. Ken, over to you. Say hello to Daniel up there in Carson City. Ken? Oh, Ken must have got called away. Go ahead, Rob.
No, I'm on the other side of the room. Hi, Daniel, WA60IV.
WA60IV. Hello there, Ken. Good to hear you, over.
Well, it's good to hear you as always. Hope you had a good week. So nice to chat with you again. WA60IV. Thank you, Mike.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, how you doing, Daniel? KE7UQL, KM6SR. Yeah, I'm hearing you just about average. I got some noise that way, over.
Roger. KM6SRR. Hello there, Rob. You're sounding pretty good tonight. Good to have you on all aboard, over.
Yeah, I'm barely able to make you out there. And I forgot to tell Mike, I got a nice email from Richard. He's having a great time there. I think it's the Nova Scotia or someplace he's at. He sent a nice picture of the, what do you call that? The Northern Lights there, over.
Norway. I think he's in Norway, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember very good. I can go back and look at the email.
I'm pretty sure it's Norway. It was Northern Europe there. Wait, what did he send you a picture of?
Of the Northern Lights. He said they're really dancing around a lot.
Oh, yeah, that would be really good up there. And, of course, last weekend was a good time for it, so he probably got some dandy pictures up there. That's wonderful. All right, I expect we'll see him back here next week sometime. He said he was going to be gone for 2 weeks, and I guess he's coming to the end of the vacation there. All right, anybody else up in Nevada that we're copying? Daniel, I don't think you have heard N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. I think you can hear him if he's in there, so let me call Eric one more time. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Eric, over. Nothing heard.
Okay, we'll go ahead and say good night then. Thanks for checking us in, and we'll see you tomorrow night on 222. This is KE7UQL 73, Mike.
Okay, 222 it is, 73s.
Good night up there.
Good night, Ken.
Okay. I think we're done except to go get Eddie. Let's go back that way. I'll stop one more time in the Bay Area. Rob, go ahead.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, let's see. Richard said he was in, shoot, I'm not pronouncing it right. Tromsø, Norway?
Norway.
Yeah, he says they're constantly changing patterns and brightnesses, so he's only able to get it through his wife's cell phone. His camera and his phone didn't get a good copy.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Maybe he can shoot us a picture once he gets home and on the home computer there. That's be good to look at, and I can show it to Judy. She hasn't seen Northern Lights, I don't think, before. Anyway, I'm pointed toward the Bay Area now and looking for 2-meter Bozo Net. Late checks or missed. Late checks are missed in the Bay Area. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie calling and standing by. How about KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie? Are you there, Mike? Okay, no Mike.
Hey, good night, guys. WA60IB, going back in the house.
Okay, 7-3, Ken. Good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow maybe on 222.
Yeah, I should be here. Yep, should be here. We got things to do all day, but I think the evening's pretty free. 7-3, WA60IB.
7-3.
7-3, Ken.
Okay, Bay Area one more time. How about KW6? No, AF6 United. AF6 United. AF6 United. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Are you there, Lee? K6MYC. Looks like Lee didn't make it tonight, so let's go get Eddie and others.
Okay, Mike. I was going to say I can forward the email to you. He said he didn't think you'd be able to see it, so that's why he didn't send it to you.
Well, I can show it to Judy, and I'd be able to see the lights a little bit anyway. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll forward his email to you then.
Yeah, thank you. KE6BK. KE6BK, or anybody down south in southern part of the San Joaquin Valley, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, W6PYP, others in Visalia. Anybody down there for late checks into the Bozo Net, K6MYC, over.
Kilo Echo 6, Bravo Kilo, 858.
858, we've got you, Eddie, and Rob's coming around with the antenna. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, how you doing, Eddie? Sounding good there. KE6BK, KM6SRR.
Yeah, KM6SRR, K6MYC, KE6BK. Good evening, guys. Good to hear you out there.
Yeah, you're doing good tonight, Eddie. No fades, no flutter. Nice, solid signal in here. Good to hear you. Thanks for being there. And we're running a little bit late tonight. I got 9:15 here already, so it's been a long net, but I think we got into the 40s tonight. So lots of check-ins. Unusual Sunday night activity. Hi. Anyway, good evening to you. Back to you, Rob.
Okay, Eddie, we'll probably see you tomorrow on the Aries nets there. Good to hear you. KE6BK, KM6SR, 73.
All right, guys, have a good one there. We'll catch you later on. KM6SRR, K6MYC, KE6BK, 73, guys.
73, Eddie. Anybody else down south? K6MYC. Last call, late checks are missed. K6MYC, Bozo Net. That's it, I guess, Rob. We'll call it a night, huh?
Okay, sounds good. Hey, when you called me for Dennis, I was down getting some water. So did he have any other check-ins?
Well, he only had two, 160 and 336. 160 and 336, that's all he had, over.
Okay, sounds good. I'll add him to my list.
I'm waiting for your number.
43.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty big night here. Good. Thanks, and I'll have Judy send you a corrected sheet if there's any differences. Bye. K6MYC, Bozo 47, and Delta Mike 07, Delta Bravo, calling a halt to this fun fiasco on 144-240 on Sunday night. I think this is March 1, if I'm not mistaken. 73 all, K6MYC. I guess
KMYC, KM6SR, 73, Mike.
I think you told me Aaron was off doing something else there. 73, good night.
I think he checked in, though, didn't he, Mike?
He checked in. He worked KB6RQU down there, I think. Or no, he worked at Tascadero and checked in, but he said he was going to be off doing something else, and I was distracted for a minute. I didn't hear exactly where he was going. But anyway, no worries. Good big net tonight. Thanks much for the help, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. KM6SRR, and you heard me say that Frank was a big help today. He worked all day on the 432 system and got it reworked, and then we did some other cleanup, so had quite a good day, and he did some tractor work as well at the end of the day. He worked until 6:30, totally in the dark for the last hour. We put in a long day here. Catch up. See you later. KM6SRR, K6MYC, Central California, DM07, Delta Bravo will be clear.
Well, that sounds good, Mike, that Frank was able to help you for a good time. I wanted to ask you a question. You didn't really get back to Terry 704, but I'm pretty sure he checked in. I thought I heard you say Kerry 712 checked in. Was he here tonight?
Kerry was not here. I didn't hear him. I did sort of pass by Terry pretty quickly. We had about 4 check-ins all in a row there, and I didn't get back to Terry. But usually he's short on the comeback anyway, so I don't think he minds. It's nice that he's there for a little check-in anyway.
Okay, then my list goes to 42.
42 and not 43?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Good night, Mike. K6US.
Good night, Aaron. I see you're back. Back and gone again. Bye-bye now.